Okay. After the second episode, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be some crappy teen drama because these are early 20 something. So, okay, as long as there's something interesting happening, like moving the capital of the Federation, I figured, okay, no big deal. It'll be fine. But yeah, this episode was pure teen drama. So, I mean, they had a lesson because this is Starfleet Academy, so you expect that they would have a lesson. However, if this is the way this show is going to go, ick. So basically the whole plot of this episode was the War College acting like a bunch of dicks to Starfleet Academy and deciding that they're going to humiliate them. Because obviously to be a warrior means to be an absolute asshole. So Ake not a fan of what's happening here. So Thok isn't thrilled about what's happening either, but at the same time she wants Ake to shut it down, whereas Ake is like, no, people need to learn a lesson. So yeah, this is your typical teen drama of where even the instructors are, well, I wouldn't say childish, but I'm sure there was a better way to pass this lesson on than to have this happen. But she wasn't going to until their instructor decided to, help them embarrass Starfleet Academy. Now, I got the feeling that there was some tension between Ake and, what's his name, Caleb? However, I was not expecting them to go full childish. I should have expected it because, again, that's the way teen dramas go. Even the adults act like children. So yeah, they decide to humiliate them, and then they beat them in war games, which you would expect them to win at war games because that's literally what they are training to do. But we find out that Thok, as much as she's into the blood and guts and warrior mentality, she's also understands that empathy is a thing. That what Starfleet teaches is important, that it shouldn't just be all about war. Probably the Klingon side in her, because Jaden did point out a lot in this episode about honor. And let's face it, what they did was not honorable. I mean, the war games, yeah, that was fine. But being absolute dicks, humiliating them by grabbing embarrassing footage of them, and just generally making fun of them. It's like, these are supposed to be early 20-somethings. These are not supposed to be children. Why are they acting like absolute children? So, and like when Caleb mentioned that this is the asshole factory, and and oh, what is her name? The Betazoid took offense. It's like, are you not paying attention to what's happening around you? Do you not see the way they are treating the Starfleet cadets? You're an empath, but you're not paying attention? So, so Ake gave them enough information to figure out to use this fungus that looks like a plant, that looks like a flower, to get back at the War College, which I have to admit, the way they went about it was awesome. I did enjoy that because I'm all for the underdog, giving the bully their comeuppance. I'm 100% for that. Because, let's face it, bullies deserve that. There are just some people out there who just can't accept that. They just can't accept that, that they're not the best in everything. Whether it be the War College or Remy. Remy actually learned his lesson and realized that, oh, maybe I shouldn't be an absolute jerk and throw people's personal issues in their faces. So there is some personal growth there. Whether anyone at the War College is experiencing that, hard to tell. I'm going to say they're going to be seething and waiting for their next opportunity to be bigger dicks. Now, I'm going to assume that the person we saw at the War College was not a Vulcan but a Romulan. I realize that they've kind of reconciled and they're kind of one now. But I think the planet is called Nivar now. So, could be that he's both. But, because if it was a Vulcan, I would be like, The old school Vulcans, not this new breed where, like I said, Vulcans and Romulans have come together. So Caleb wants to try to convince his Betazoid, I guess, girlfriend at this point, that she shouldn't live in fear. But there's a difference between living in fear and understanding that you need to protect yourself. She wants to be able to protect herself from herself because apparently her powers are scary strong. And maybe after she does that, she will transfer to Starfleet Academy as opposed to the War College. I did not see it coming that Luna Thok and Jet Reno are an item. I would love to know when the hell that happened, because when she was on Discovery, she was married. So, did something happen to her wife? Or was her wife left behind when they jumped into the future? Because, wait, what? What did I miss? So, So yeah. I did like their little covert operation, and it looks like the Betazoid's brother. I can't think of his name either. I guess he's going to be part of the cast, but uncredited, because I don't believe I saw him listed as a cast member. I might have missed something, but um let's see what else did I want to mention about this episode. I really hope they get back to. Now, I realize this is the Academy, so of course you're not going to have every week something important like the Beta Z um, congregation coming to have talks, because this is an academy rather than Starfleet proper. But I was hoping that there would be more simulations or some type of hands-on experience of dealing with things. I mean, I guess having to play laser tag is a part of it. But I don't know, the way they went about it was, like I said, very teen drama esque, which is not what I was expecting. Granted, these are young adults, but none of them strike me as that petty. I mean, maybe Remy, but because, he's rich, and apparently rich kids have to act like jerks. That's just the way it is. But just in general, like, none of them struck me as. But the War College did fire the first shot, so of course they want to protect themselves. But it just, I don't know. It just seemed to not fit. I mean, Sam, we know is supposed to be 17, but she's also not necessarily completely organic, as we saw. She is part hologram. So we know she's 17, but I thought the other people were supposed to be older. Caleb definitely is. But yet everybody on the show acts like children. So, yeah, that's. I hope it gets better. I really hope it gets better, because I hope that this was just basically a filler episode. Yes, there was a lesson involved, but hopefully, because they have to get the War College involved, because Tamira, is that her name? Is with the War College. So, like I said, maybe at some point she'll have learned what she needs to learn and she'll move over to Starfleet. But Caleb acting like, this is all about him was so very annoying. Very, very modern guy-ish, but still very annoying. This idea that any type of decision she makes is about him. It's like, not everything is about you, dude. I realize you like her. And I'm pretty sure Genesis is still low-key jealous that she totally is into Caleb. And, I mean, she even made comments. So, she obviously has a thing for him. But, and actually, I like him with Genesis. I really do. They are implying that Genesis is going to end up with Remy, because this is, basically Starfleet High School. And so everybody has to hook up. except for possibly Jaden and Sam. Because since Sam is part hologram, she probably doesn't have this, her hormones are probably not acting stupid. So she's probably not dealing with, I need to hook up with someone. So there is that. I do like how they involved everyone in their subterfuge. So that was awesome. Like I said, their plan to get the War College back was so fun. It gave me Revenge of the Nerds vibes. This idea that, okay, we might not be as cool as you, but look what we can do. And, they have to deal with the fallout. Let's see, what else did I want to mention about this episode? Um, hmm. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to about this episode. Yeah, I think I covered everything I wanted to. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video.